The second set will be played on Neoplanet S. Spawning in the bottom left-hand position, a second Protoss player from WoongJin Stars. His name is Free.
His opponent already has 1 kill for today and did win his worst matchup. His name is Ty, playing for a Kespa teammate, spawning as Red Terran on the top right position of Neoplanet S.
That's true. I do want to apologize, guys. We just don't always have the best idea when the OGN casters are ready to go.
Well, at least we're guessing correctly most of the times.
I would say some of the time, not mostly, but we have a general ballpark, but you know, we don't have someone in our ear telling us, hey, the game's starting right now, so wrap it up or anything like that. It's just based on kind of feel and a lot of guesswork. Actually, it's probably 90% guesswork, I would have to say.
95.
95, okay, that's actually 5% more accurate, so yes.
Yeah, well, it's like 50% dependent on the audio and 45% dependent on the visual of the casters, you know, how they act and how they speak.
Yeah, so it's picking up on body language, stuff like that. We're working on it, but things will only improve with time, guys, so have faith in Pro League. It'll just get better and better as time goes on. The games will get better, the production will get better, everything will improve.
Now the question of the day, at Pro League Finals, who was the first player to win an ace match, you know, set number 7, and only in Pro League Finals?
I have no idea.
I need to go back and check it, actually, but look at this Ty not going for the gas this game, so it seems like he wants to completely switch around and then trying to fool his opponent, saying that, well, I'm going to go for aggressive play once again.
Oh yeah, he is going for that barracks opening here and not getting the gas, interestingly enough, though. So that pretty much guarantees that we're going to see a follow-up CC behind this one, Rax. He will be scouting his opponent with this SCV afterward, just seeing what Free's up to. And Free, everything looking pretty standard from him as well. Opting to go for 1 gas, though, instead of 2.
I'm just surprised that Ty's actually opening up like this. Usually players would go for the barracks gas and then the expansion after the Reaper, or go for the 15cc right away.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't really see barracks expand opening anymore.
And it's, you know, it's because they can be a little bit susceptible to the mothership core and some air attacks. Look at this, though. Ty, he is making a Manor engineering bay at his opponent's natural here. This is going to delay him getting up his natural as fast as he may like, because you know what? Free did skip out on that early Zealot.
Definitely, and behind this, he's getting his own command center, so now Free's going to be behind when it comes to economy, but not severely behind because he didn't try to go for, you know, no unit expansion right away. Instead, he made a mothership core and a stalker before the engineering bay did go down. And
you know what? Free has the second gas as well, so if he wants to, he can commit to going for some type of tech path here. If he wants to go for that Stargate, now would be a good time to do it. But no, he's going to go ahead and get that sentry out, get that warp gate research, and eventually he will force a cancel on this engineering bay, most likely followed up with expansion.
Well, think about this. Even if he goes for the 1 base play, it's better to get the engineering bay down just to fake it. But look at this. Ty, get behind this. He's going for a triple command, so he's feeling so confident right now that the triple command is going to work out, especially with the delayed Nexus.
That's true. You know what? I think that he's going to be able to get away with this game. Free probably won't scout this until it's too late to punish. You know, his Nexus already delayed a little bit here. And you know what? I have to say that I agree with this choice from Ty. Last game, he played very aggressive. This game, he's playing very greedy.
This is like watching a best-of-3 game from Time, because usually they go like, okay, on this map, I'm going to be aggressive. On the other map...
Oh, barely gets that SCV.
Oh,
would have really sucked to have that in his main base, scouting everything.
Going back to what I was talking about, you know, when it comes to best-of-3 or best-of-5 matches, you pick a map where you want to cheese, and you pick a map where you want to play aggressive, play as safe as possible. And Free's, Ty's playing like that right now. So look at this, Free. He knows that the first command center is over there, but he's not going to scout the second command center anytime soon.
He's not. I actually kind of wish that we would see Free move into the main base with that mothership core, because then he would have eventually been able to scout that third.
He just didn't want to waste the energy on the recall, because he doesn't know if his opponent's going for a timing attack or the third base. If he went for the third base, going for the recall would have been justified, but Free doesn't know it. And if Ty decides to push out with the handful of Marines with the 3 barracks, he needs a Nexus cannon.
That is true. We will need that Nexus cannon for defense. We do see a fast forge once again looks like this is becoming a little bit more common in this matchup here because the Terrans oftentimes will get a faster engineering bay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, Terrans, sometimes they get a really fast engineering bay if they expect some Stargate play from their opponent, but usually they get a little bit faster, trying to get the +1 a little bit earlier, and Protoss players, just to counter that a little bit, they're getting +1 Forge much faster than they usually do.
And look at this, the Phoenix will scout the third base here. So Free is in the know now. He sees those extra expansions. He sees the lack of gas at the natural. He knows that natural has only been recently taken. Also spots the factory timing. At the same time, it looks like Ty, he wants to get a little bit more scouting and recon information here with that Reaper. Just kind of scouts around the natural, though. He doesn't get much more information beyond that.
Yeah, pretty soon he's going to have to waste a scan inside the main base if he doesn't get the Reaper inside the main base, because he needs to know what Free is going for. And given that he has 3 command centers, wasting 50 energy on a scan is not going to be a loss.
Not really, not at all. And he's still opting to use that Reaper. Yeah, it looks like the tech path from Free here, he wants to go into the Robotech, get those Colossus out. They're so good, you know, against the bio units if you can get enough of them. And it looks like we're seeing a expansion here from Free. He wants to try to catch up in the economic game, so you know what? Why not go ahead and get that fast third base of your own?
Yeah, but this is also a little risky because remember, Terrans, they have the medevac booster, and Free, unless he's feeling really confident that he could defend against the multiple medevac drops, it's better for him to stay a little bit behind in economic wars and get a strong army for yourself. But it seems like Free, he's already confident that he could defend at the 2 places at once. Ty, however, he knows that the Nexus is going down.
Looks like both players are essentially playing a gentleman's game here. They're like, okay, well, you expanded, I will take an expansion of my own, good sir. Oh, wow, you expanded. Once again, I will join you in this endeavor.
And with the medevacs coming out, now I expect Ty to be more active around the map, because once the medevacs hit around 10 minutes timing, they're like, well, now I can move out on the map and try to harass my opponent.
It looks like that probe there got taken out by that Reaper. Already being a very useful Reaper, I want to say. It's gathered a lot of information here. I believe that probe would have been used to make some proxy pylons around the map. Now, Ty, he wants to go for this third base here. This pylon will spot things, but also potentially a supply block Free if it gets taken out. The Marines stemmed moving in here now. Free, he does have a good amount of defense. Force fields go down. They're pretty solid here. The medevacs, they're going to be forced to lift those units up and get out of there, though.
This was a really scary situation for Free, actually, because those Marines were in perfect position to go for the Colossus if it weren't for the force fields.
That's true. And look at this. So smart from Ty here. He's got a few units over by that third command center there to pick off any annoying, potentially harassing units. We do have that +1 about the finish here. The +2 armor is going to start momentarily behind this. We also have charge on the way. No additional Colossi here from Free. So he's going for that bait and switch play to get the fast High Templar. Hellbat's on the way, however, from Ty. Where do you think this is going at this point?
Well, I don't want to call it right now. Let's just wait a few more minutes.
Do some predictions, man. Predictions.
SCV Poland?
It could definitely happen here. Uh-oh, those Stalkers. Okay, they're moving back now. I was actually afraid for them. Nice observer positioning by Free as well here. He's going to be able to spot any of those units and try to attack. And Ty, he wants to apply more pressure here. He's supply blocks Free, which is good, but you know, Free knows what's coming. He's done a pretty decent job against the harassment here. This multi-pronged attack, though, could change things.
Oh yeah, and this is a timing where Free needs to be scared of, because starting from here for next 5 minutes, Ty can attack into different locations at once, and Free is not going to have any answer. Look at this, trying to bait out the army at the third base while going for the natural.
And the natural under attack here, looks like these Zealots are going to force away those units over there. So not bad from Free. He's done a pretty good job at defending overall. Just lost a few pylons, I'd say, but beyond that, he hasn't taken any real economic damage. He got that third up very fast to match the fast third from Free as well. So overall, things are looking pretty solid for him. Storm on the way, and no pull yet from Ty. So, well, do you think we're going to be seeing that then?
We might be seeing it, because, you know, do remember, +2/+2 is still out on the way, but if he wants to do it, he needs to do it soon, because, you know, pretty soon, the High Templar Storms are going to finish. The tech switch is almost done for Free.
That's true. Once he has the Storm out, that's pretty much going to put an end to what Ty has done here. By the way, I want to comment that Free's base layout looks pretty freaking beautiful, man.
Looks pretty like Horangi style. I don't think that many people gets the reference, but hey, Horangi, beautiful gateway placements.
I guess,
thumbs up.
Like most English people, I would pronounce it Horang too.
That's not how you say it.
I know.
That's not how you say it.
Actually, if two in Korean is just simply E.
Yeah, and it actually means tiger.
Yeah.
I actually got into a huge fight with my CSL teammates saying it's actually Horangi, and it's like, no, it's Horang too. I'm like, dude, do you speak Korean?
I had the same argument with you, man. The charge shots, though, moving over to this third base. At the same time, here is what we were talking about. We have the SCV pull coming. Free, though, he has Storm prepared for this. One Storm going down, does a decent amount of damage. I don't think this is going to be successful from Ty here. Free is actually ahead in supply. He's almost maxed out at this point. He's got a lot of High Templar for Storms. Look at this. Ty already knows, and he is hightailing it out of there. Unfortunately, though, for Ty, he is supply blocked actually by a pretty significant amount at this point. 176 supply over 153. He lost a lot of mining time. Behind in upgrades now, it looks like. Things are just looking amazing for Free. He's getting his 4th base. Gonna lose that Mothership Core, unfortunately, but beyond that, I have to say that Free, he's getting ready to go for the killing blow right now.
He could definitely go for it, because the problem with the SCV Poland is, yes, it's really strong, but it's only strong against a Colossus-based army or High Templar-based army.
I also want to point out that
only one of those two.
The pull is very late here. Nice Storms going down from Free, really pushing his opponent back here. That Storm not so good. Actually, I take that back. He does hit a lot of those Vikings there, and without the without the Ghost to snipe the High Templar here, this Terran army is just completely getting obliterated. Free looking very strong, moving into the natural here, pressing forward. GG is called. WoongJin Stars is Free, defeats Ty, and evens the score out 1-1.
Well, here's the reason why SCV Poland Pull All-In is so strong on all of these maps. It is because the Protoss player only sits on one tech, for example, either Colossus or Templar, and when the Terran player scouts it, they get a Ghost out or a Vikings out. And the Protoss player, they stick to that one tech for a long time, and the Terran player just crushes it before the tech switch. Free, he got the Templars up a little bit quicker than most of the opponents out there, and successfully tech switch before Ty decided to pull all of his SCVs. So that's the reason why the SCV did not work out at all. He only had Vikings, no Ghosts.
That's true. I also want to point out the third base from Free was down a lot earlier than normal, and he did that as a response to seeing Ty go for a fast third. He got away with it as well, so his economy was in great shape when that attack came.
That was